Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavatir Naishtaki. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, entitled The Summum Bonum, Chapter 52, titled Rukmini's Message to Lord Krishna. Text 31 to 33. So 3 verses we are taking. So first 2 verses I will recite, and third verse we will recite together. Verse number 31. Santushto yarhi varteta brahmano yena kenachit ahiyamanaha swadharma sahi asya kila kamaduk. Translation. When a brahmana is satisfied with whatever comes his way and does not fall away from his religious duties, those very religious principles become his desire cow, fulfilling all his wishes. 32. Asantushto sakrillokan apnoti api sureshvaraha akinchanopi santushtaha sete sarvagna vijvaraha. Translation. An unsatisfied brahmana wanders restlessly from one planet to another, even if he becomes king of heaven. But a satisfied brahmana, though he may possess nothing, rests peacefully, all his limbs free from distress. But those who are unsatisfied feel distress throughout their body, becoming subject to many diseases. A satisfied brahmana, however, though he may possess nothing, is peaceful and calm, and there is no distress within his body or mind. Verse number 33. Please follow me. Vipran Swaha Labha Santushta Sadhu Bhuta Suhrittama Nirahankarinaha Santan Namasye Sirasa Asakrit. Vipran Swalabha Santushta Vipran Swalabha Santushta Sadhun Bhuta Suhrittama Sadhun Bhuta Suhrittama Nirahankarinaha Santan Nirahankarinaha Santan Namasye Sirasa Sakrit Namasye Sirasa Sakrit Vipran Swalabha Santushta Sadhun Bhuta Suhrittama Nirahankarinaha Santan Namasye Sirasa Sakrit Vipran Swalabha Santushta Sadhun Bhuta Suhrittama Nirahankarinaha Santan Namasye Sirasa Sakrit Vipran Svalabha Santushta Sadhun Bhuta Surittama Nirahankarinaha Santa Namasye Sirasa Sakrit. Shankadari Prabhu, Shankadari Prabhu. Vipransalava Santushtan Adun Bhuta Surittaman Nirahankarinaha Shantan Namasye Sarasa Sakrit. Vipran Salabha Santushtan Adhun Bhuta Surhittaman Nirahankarinaha Santan Namasye Sirasa Sakrit. Vipran Salabha Santushtan Sadhun Bhuta Suhittamam Nirahankarinaha Santam Namaste Sarasasa. Matajis. Vipran Salabha Santushtam What word meaning? Vipran to the learned Brahmanas. Swa, their own. Labha, by the gain. Santushtan, satisfied. Sadhun, saintly. Bhuta, of all living beings. Surittaman, the best well-wishing friends. Nirahankarinaha, devoid of false ego. Santan, peaceful. Namasye, I bow down. Sirasa, with my head. Asakrit, again and again. Translation. I repeatedly bow my head in respect to those Brahmanas who are satisfied with their lot, saintly, prideless, and peaceful. They are the best well-wishers of all living beings. Please repeat responsively. I repeatedly bow my head in respect to those Brahmanas who are satisfied with their lot, saintly, prideless, and peaceful. They are the best well-wishers of all living beings. Purport. Srila Sridhar Swami explains that Swalabha also means achieving one's self, or, in other words, self-realization. Thus, an advanced Brahmana is always satisfied with his spiritual understanding, never depending on material formalities or facilities. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanasalakaya Sakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Bande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Vancha Kalpatarabhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Pastacha Desatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. In this section, we are reading how Mother Rukmini sent a message to Lord Krishna to avoid getting married to Shishupal being arranged by her brother Rukmi. So, the Brahmana arrived at Dwaraka and Lord Krishna received him because he is playing the role of a Kshatriya. He received the Brahmana and worshipped him and then he started speaking to him. So in these three verses, these are the verses spoken by Lord Krishna. And Lord Krishna discusses about the satisfaction of a Brahmana. He is actually glorifying it, satisfaction of a Brahmana. So Lord Krishna says that a Brahmana naturally accepts those things, those come to him on their own way, by his own karma, by his own destiny. He doesn't over-endeavor to achieve something. Over-endeavor. And he actually becomes satisfied with whatever comes. The satisfaction does not depend upon the quantity that we get. It depends upon the quantity we require. There are two things about coming and what is our need. Our need may be a plate of prasad, but we may see in the kitchen there is a whole drum full of prasad, but still what? You can take only few chapatis, 4, 5, 2, 3. You can't take 100 chapatis anyway, no? So with whatever comes, when one gets satisfied, he actually goes the mode of goodness. Something comes, oh, this much has come to me. That person is getting so much. This person is getting so much. This person. So why should I not get that? Mode of passion. Then he'll have to over-endeavor. He'll have to over-endeavor. So here, Lord Krishna says, when a Brahmana is satisfied with whatever he comes, and he does not deviate from his religious duties, dharma. Previously also it is mentioned about dharma is a very deep word with deep meaning. And we can say prescribed duty, religious duty, etc. A duty, somebody's duty. So a Brahmana is known by his own swadharma. Some duty he is supposed to do. And the Lord Krishna explains about the duty in Bhagavad-gita. Samat, tamat, tapas, saucham, Shantim Arjavam Evacha Jnana Vijnana Astikyam Brahma Karma Swabhavaka. So Brahmana Swabhava. It's supposed to be his natural inclination to do the things. Peacefulness. He is not disturbed. So many things may happen around. He is aloof, not being affected. Immediately a person gets affected, come to the mode of passion and you have to react to it. Don't react to it, it goes on its own. Self-control, controlling oneself, controlling the senses, controlling the mind. Very important. Nature for a Brahmana to be austere. Austerity is part of his way of life. Austerity. Pure tolerance. Tolerate the ups and downs in life. Tolerance. Honesty. He a Brahmana cannot become dishonest. He cannot cheat. He cannot be a liar. He can't tell a lie. It's not his nature. How you tell? Something what is your nature, you can't do it actually. Wisdom, religiousness. These are the qualities that Lord Krishna lists in Bhagavad-gita as the natural quality of a Brahmana. Because of something not coming to a person, if once one deviates from this, he loses his stature as a Brahmana, Brahmanical quality being lost. Then he can be degraded to a Brahma Bandhu, friend of a Brahmana. He can't be a Brahmana. So, it is said that Lord Krishna was asking in the previous sloka, are you following dharma? Are you satisfied? Shant hai ki nahi, santusht hai ki nahi? And here it is stated that if one follows the dharma, one protects the dharma, dharma protects him. You don't have to do anything special. You do your job, other jobs will be done by other personalities in the universe. Dharmo rakshati rakshataha. You protect dharma, dharma protects you. So here in this verse it is mentioned how when a person is following the dharma and the dharma protects him in the form of a desire fulfilling cow, Kamadhenu. Like Kamadhenu fulfills all the desires, like that the dharma actually comes to protect the person who is following his swadharma as a Brahmana. This Kamadhenu is a very special cow, very special cow. It doesn't only give milk, it fulfills all desires, kama, anything you want it can fulfill. Doesn't mean that you can misuse it. That is not allowed also. There are different incidences in the scripture where Kamadhenu was fulfilling so many things so that a person can be wondering, Hare, how is this? What kind of cow it is? Once there was an occasion where Kartavirya-Arjuna, very powerful, he prayed to Dattatreya and he got 1,000 arms. Arms are 1,000. And once, he was so powerful, nobody can defeat him. Once he was near Narmada and he was playing in the waters of Narmada with his consorts. SriSriRadhaRasbihariTemple ki, Sri Lakshmanaman ki, Shri Gaurnitai ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. So, while he was playing with his consorts, so he wanted to make some fun. So, with his 1,000 arms, he blocked the waters of Narmada. We take so much effort, it's like a dam. It's like Sardar Sarovar Dam. When you make a dam, what happens? The water level rises. So that upstream, the water level rises. So if there are some villages, there are some people on the banks of the river, they will get submerged. Any dam is made, lot of area will be submerged. Narmada Bachao Andolan. They wanted to save people who are living. Narmada ko bachane, but you have to save people. Narmada ko kya bachane? Dam was made, land was submerged. Like that, Kartavirya put a dam with his hands. He didn't have the concrete, steel, etc. And the water raised upstream and all the places got it submerged and Ravana happens to be having a tent there. Ravana was also powerful. He said, so when water started rising, he said, hey, what is this? Why water is rising? No, I am getting submerged. Then he figured out Kartavirya-Arjuna has put a dam. So he came to fight with him, to insult him. He came and said, hey, what did you do? Kartavirya said, who is this guy? With 10 heads. He just captured him like a person captures a monkey. He captured him like a monkey. That's a You can understand power of Kartavirya-Arjuna. If Ravana can be driven like a monkey, He thought that he can drive many monkeys, but he couldn't drive even one monkey. So this Kartavirya, he was so powerful and puffed up. Once he was traveling, he came to the ashram of Jamadagni Rishi. So he came with his entire battalion and Jamadagni welcomed him. Obviously, Brahmana, hospitality, somebody guest comes, hospitality, nice place to sit, sweet words to speak, offer something to eat. So he made him to sit. So he said, I have so many people. No problem, we will serve a feast to you. He said, feast? You are a poor Brahmana sitting in the middle of the forest and we are so many people, how you are going to serve the feast? No problem. Kamadhenu, service. Immediately so many items for so many people, everybody was satisfied. Jamadagni said, Hare, this one cow is serving all of us, Kamadhenu. This cow should be with me. This is Kshatriya. In a Kshatriya, mode of passion, you see something in somebody else, you want to have that. He said, I have to take this. He said, no, this is for me. No, why you are having it? Forcefully. Sometimes a Kshatriya can use his force to achieve something, by force. A Brahmana is actually powerful, more powerful actually. But he doesn't use that power for petty things. You don't use your power for petty things. The government of India, Prime Minister and the cabinet doesn't have to pass executive order for how to deal with pickpockets. And what is this? This is supposed to be done by low-level people. No, Chalo, jani. He left. And Jamadagni's youngest son was Parasuram. Parasuram heard, what is this? My father's Kamadhenu was taken by this Kartavirya. So they said, no, the Kshatriyas are not following the Swadharma. They need to be taught a lesson. So he went. So now you know that Kartavirya was so powerful, he can drive Ravana like a monkey. So Parasuram goes with his Parasu, chopper. And he brought back the Kamadhenu. Jamadagni was not happy. Kamadhenu came back. You should be more than happy. Hey, mera Kamadhenu aa gaya. Detachment. Even though he is told, it is not the Swadharma of a Brahmana to kill a Kshatriya. Why did you do that? You have broken your principle. You are supposed to be Brahmana and you are acting at a lower level. Brahmana's natural quality is to forgive, tolerate. Natural quality. No problem. If he has taken, what is the big deal? So you have done something wrong. Go for Tirtha Yatra 1 year. Disciplinary action. Everything disciplinary action. 1 year you go for Tirtha Yatra. So Kamadhenu is desire fulfilling power. We also see in the case of Vasishta and Vishwamitra. Vasishta had Kamadhenu. Again Vishwamitra also same like Kartavirya. He wanted to take, he couldn't take. He saw that, oh, so much powerful Brahmana. He also wanted to become a Brahmarishi. Long story. So in this way, here, Lord Krishna says, if a person sticks to his Swadharma, a Brahmana sticking to his Brahmanical qualities, then that following the Dharma itself will protect him and serve him. Give him what is necessary, exactly like the Kamadhenu gives. Fulfills all the desires. But you'll have to be patient. You can't be demanding it. You'll have to wait for it to come on its own. So, for devotees, Lord Krishna does something very special. There is a story of one Jagannath story, Gita Panda. Gita Panda, he was every day reading Bhagavad-gita. Every day reading Bhagavad-gita. Brahmana's quality is that he doesn't doesn't take a job. He does good for others, others give him something, charity. Brahmana is allowed to accept charity. is allowed. So that whatever he accepted, he offers to Krishna and then he takes it. So he doesn't get any karma for it. So this panda, every day he will read and he will go to people and give some instruction, spiritual instruction, some assistance, some counseling, Jyotish Shastra, Ayurveda, Brahmanas' natural tendencies become Jyotish and Veda, etc. Whatever charity he gets, maintain the family. So, once there was heavy rain, flood, sometimes cyclone comes. So, he could not go out. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, it couldn't go out. Everything is finished, nothing in the house. Gita Panda's Arjun Mishra. Wife said, what is this? Nothing is there, we are starving. We depend on Krishna. Krishna will take care of us. Arey, 1 week we are depending, nothing has come now. So, he said, no, you trust Krishna's words. Krishna's words are truth. Whatever comes out of the mouth of Krishna, truth. Nothing untruthful. Truth. He said, see this. He was reading the sloka. Ananyas chintayanto mam yojana paryupasate tesham nityavi yuktanam yogakshema vahamyaham. For a person who is always engaged in service of Krishna, I preserve what you have, you won't lose it. I give what is lacking. Yogakshemam. I do it. Krishna said, Vahami aham. I do it. She said, Kidhar hai, kuch to hua nahi. She actually struck the verse. This verse. Struck the verse. Cancelled it. This is not true. He says he will give. He has not given anything for a week. He said he will give. He didn't say within what time frame. Time frame to nahi. No. You can't blame. You have to wait, patience. So, after the cancellation of this verse, there was a knock. So they went to sleep. Gita Panda also went to sleep, everybody went to sleep. There was a knock on the door. Tuck, 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 tuck. Gita Panda's wife went and opened the door. 2 boys were standing with a heavy load. Rice, dal, sabji, ghee, sugar, milk, sab kuch. Arey, itna carry, you should have made a coolie. No, we don't hire coolies, we do ourselves. Vaham mein kham. Coolie ko bhi la sakta tha. Coolie nahi rakhta. Khud le. Please take this. And you please make feast and you enjoy. Okay, I'll cook, but you wait, you can also eat because you came, you must be tired, Say, no, my tongue is cut actually. Injury, there is an injury in the tongue, I can't eat actually. So, black boy. Injury, so you please take care. And they went away. Then cooking started. Gita Panda said, Arey, nice smell, Arey, kya baat hai? Kuch to laya nahi. He came and asked what? No, there are 2 boys. They came and they gave this, so we are cooking. How they look like? One was black and another was white, Then he went back to, he always reads Bhagavad-gita and he also know that she cancelled the verse. He went back to Bhagavad-gita, cancellation mark is removed, erased. No cancellation. Immediately, Gita Panda said, listen, you cancelled it and one black boy and white boy came. This is none other than Krishna and Balaram, Jagannath and Baladev. He made a big mistake. So let us go and pray to Lord Jagannath. When he went to the temple, there Jagannath, on his lips there are 3 marks also still remain. Yogakshemam Vahamyaham. I carry, Krishna says, and Gita Panda's wife actually suspected that Krishna can carry, and Krishna wanted to say, no, what I said in Bhagavad Gita is truth. Every sentence that Krishna said is the truth, he will do it. Yogakshema Vahamyakam. So Krishna demonstrated that For his devotees, he doesn't even send through something. Here in the verse, he is telling that Dharmo Rakshati Rakshare. You protect Dharma, Dharma will protect. It's like a very, administrative procedure actually. आप टैक्स भरेगा तो एक मिलेगा, एक भरेगा तो मिलेगा. It's like a general procedure. But for my devotee, Krishna says, I do it personally. So, what we need to do is our constitutional duty, our swadharma. If Brahmana doing his swadharma, naturally things will be taken care. Doesn't have to worry. It will happen. And for devotees, it is Krishna directly doing. If one is, so you have to qualify for what it means to be personally Krishna doing. You have to qualify for Krishna should feel that we are his devotee. There's a difference between we feeling that we are Krishna's devotee. We are all feeling we are Krishna's devotee, but Krishna says that he is my devotee. For him, Yogakshema Vahamyaham. So, then Krishna says in the next verse, if somebody is naturally, Brahmana is supposed to be satisfied. Somebody is not satisfied. Asantushto. There are people, anything you get, not happy, not satisfied. And here Krishna says, even if he becomes Indra, he will not be satisfied. Where is the limit actually? There is, he is saying that there is sufficient things available. Krishna has created this universe, sufficient thing available for everybody's need. Elephant ka need hai, there is the elephant. Ant ka need hai, everything is there. But there is nothing sufficient for one person's greed. If one person says that I want the entire universe, then you take everybody's. What will others do? You take everything. So, such kind of people will be always dissatisfied. Even if they get the entire universe, they will think that there are so many universes. There is no limit. The limit is set by Krishna himself. What is your quota you take? Ishavashyam idam sarvam yat kincha jagatyam tena tektena bhunjeta. Understanding what is my quota. If I need this much, if I get that, I should be happy with that. So that I can put all my effort for something else. What is that something else? Self-realization. Spiritual. Brahmana is supposed to be engaged in inquiring about Brahman, If he is always inquiring about money, this, that and all, where will be the time for Brahman? Brahmana is Brahma Janati iti Brahmana. He is supposed to be inquiring about Brahman. So, this is a natural quality of a Brahmana becoming satisfied and not dissatisfied with anything. This is very nicely exhibited in the pastime of Vamanadev. Vamanadev came to Bali Maharaj, Brahmana boy. And Brahmana is allowed to take charity, he is allowed to accept charity. And Bali Maharaj is doing yajna, so he came and he said, what do you want? And then he glorified him and he said that please give 3 paces of land according to my measurement. Very specific. He said, Hare bhai, you are talking childish. I own 3 planetary system. If you want, I can give 1 Dvipa, 1 country, 1 province. What is this only? No. I am happy with whatever I need. What I need is 3 paces. That 3 paces, what it is, that's a different thing. I need only this. Why I need more than that? You may offer me so many things. But I am satisfied. I am satisfied Brahmana. So I don't accept anything unnecessary. So in this way, Vamanadev exhibited what is a Brahmanical quality by being satisfied with whatever comes. And everything else follows. Everything else follows. So, a Brahmana is actually supposed to be accepting charity. No issue, nobody will complain. And sometimes A devotee doesn't even demand. The Brahmana can go and ask, I want this. If it is your absolute necessity, Brahmana can go and ask, Kshatriya, I want a cow. That's no, why you want a cow? No, one cow I want because, to maintain my family. Even if a devotee Brahmana doesn't ask, then Krishna can actually give also. Sudama Vipra all the way went from Porbandar to Dwaraka with a mission of getting some facilities, money, so that he can run his family. Especially because his wife sent him. Always wife tell that to go and get him. He said, take it. He went and he met Krishna. Obviously, Krishna was his old friend. And they discussed. And until the end, he did not ask anything. And Krishna also apparently did not give anything. There was no discussion in Dwaraka. But still, he was happy. He was not thinking that, I came from Porbandar, my house, all the way. My wife sent me to bring something. Now, I am going. At least he got some flat price. That also is taken by Krishna. Now he is less loaded. Empty-handed is going. He was not dissatisfied. He was thinking that so nice Krishna was. Oh, he spoke to me like this. He made me to sit in his bed. He did this. So nice. He was thinking. He is not thinking that if I go to my house, my wife will ask me what you brought. What he will show? Our gali mile. But Krishna actually bestowed him the wealth which is even enviable by Indra. Here it is mentioned, the previous verse, even if a dissatisfied Brahmana becomes even Indra, he will not be still satisfied. A satisfied Brahma like Sudama, he didn't even ask anything, even though he could have. And when he came back, he was endowed with wealth, which is enviable by Indra. This is Krishna's reciprocation. So, Dharma provides for ordinary followers of Swadharma, Smartas. Even Smartas, they are doing something, Dharma, if they protect Dharma, Dharma will protect them. That is automatic process, autopilot process. But for devotees, actually, Krishna does that job very personally. So, it is mentioned here that Brahmana, even if he is poor, he is happy with what he possesses. Brahmana became poor because Bhrigu Muni went to Vaikuntha to check who is God. In the process, he kicked the chest of Narayana, Vishnu. And the chest is the seat of actually Lakshmi ji. He said, my seat you have kicked, Lakshmi left the Brahmanas because Lakshmi is very upset with the Brahmanas. So Lakshmi doesn't stay. They become very poor. And in the Daksha Yajna, Daksha was very upset that his daughter Sati got married to Shiva, Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva, because Lord Shiva did not have, opulence like Daksha had. Prajapati, Daksha, he was in the crematorium. He said, what kind of, son-in-law I got. Suppose a rich man gets a poor son-in-law, then he will not be able to tell other day, ye mera son-in-law. So he was always upset. But then, Lord Shiva is one of the Trimurtis. So when Daksha did the yajna, Shiva was there, Brahma was there, everybody stood up. And even though Lord Shiva is Daksha's son-in-law, but still he is one of the Trimurtis. So he didn't get up. Daksha was very upset. He cursed him, insulted him, offended him. So, by seeing that Lord Shiva is offended, Nandi actually cursed Daksha. Your head will be removed soon, very soon. You will have goat head. And all the Brahmanas headed by Bhrigu is connected to both. He only kicked Lord Vishnu. So Bhrigu was there and they were keeping quiet. He said that all you people become like poor beggars, go door to door. Brahmanas. Nandi cursed. So the Brahmanas, poor, and they go door to door to get their wealth, whatever they require. So, giving charity to a Brahmana is something which is considered like a swadharma of a Kshatriya. Even if he knows that that is going to create a great harm to him, including threat to his own life. In Mahabharata, we can read that Karna, first son of Kunti, was born with armor, naturally. A Kshatriya puts armor, he was born with armor and kundala. And as long as that was there in his body, nobody can defeat it. He got a boon. But he has to be defeated. So Indra comes in the form of a Brahmana, importantly. Arjuna, by the way, is biological son of Indra. So then, Surya is the biological son of Karna actually. Surya comes in the dream. Karna, Indra is going to actually come. He is actually going to ask for your armor, kavacha. Don't give. Give something, you tell him ask something else. If you give, you will lose your life. Then, Karna got up, this is a dream. What to do? Then he thought that now I am going to have a guest looking like a Brahmana, but it's Indra. Indra takes the role of a Brahmana. He is going to ask for armor. Whether I should refuse it or give it. He said, Karna is actually known for giving charity. He would never refuse anything. Kirti, this is like a kirti. If I refuse, people will think that Karna was keeping that great name that he is known for charity. But at the end, to just save his life, he actually broke that. What will people think? Akirti maranat atirichyati. For a person of honor, dishonor is worse than death. So I don't want to be dying like this, but if I have to die in the bed of it, that's a different thing. Indra comes, he asks for it, and Karna gives. Can you imagine a Kshatriya having such a principle of his own thing, giving charity? You can imagine that people used to have a very, very high culture so that they cannot imagine of going away from their natural duty, natural principle. Even a Kshatriya like this, what to speak of a Brahmana? Even knowing well that will be, threat to his own life. He is going to die. He knows that if he removes, he is going to die, he still gives. That is actually the natural quality of a Brahmana. And here, in the case of Karna, even Kshatriyas used to have that kind of their dharma, not others' dharma, their own dharma. So, in the verse that we recited, Lord Krishna is talking about how he actually appreciates the Brahmanical quality of saintliness, sadhu, and prideless. Brahmana possesses so much power. He can just destroy, they can give a curse, most powerful person also he can just lose. Power is there. They are not proud of it, prideless and peaceful, shanti. And such Brahmana, Lord Krishna is telling, I repeatedly bow my head in respect. Krishna is telling. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he says that those Brahmanas who are strictly adhering to the principles of Swadharma that is given to them, so those Brahmana, I bow down. Krishna says, I bow down. So we can understand how much emphasis that Krishna is giving here for a Brahmana following his Swadharma. So the natural quality of a Brahmana is like, even though they may be a great advisors, they may entitle for a great remuneration, they don't take it. They live, the simple living, high thinking is the bottom line of Brahmanas. Generally, Brahmanas won't live in the capital city. They live in the forest, so that they are not affected by the, the capitalists of the capital city. Chanakya Pandit, Prabhupada says the last Brahmana, non-Brahmana. He was advisor to Chandragupta Maurya, but he was not taking great remuneration. He was living in the forest actually. Simple living, I think. Why? Because the remaining part of the time they can invest in spiritual activity. So here we can say that Krishna is telling Swalabha, the one's own benefit. What is that benefit? In the purport is explained, the self-realization is the Swalabha. Swa, it can be at the spiritual level, bodily level, extended family level, country level, so many other things. But at the end of the day, for a spiritualist, the spiritual welfare is most important. Sridhar Swami explains. So this Swalabha is very much connected to Parodhar. Srimad Bhagavatam explains, Yetavan Sankhya Yoga Bhyam Swadharma Parinishtaya Janma Labha Parapumsam Ante Narayana Smriti. Swa Labha or Janma Labha, these are same things. The greatest benefit of life, the greatest benefit of the spirit soul is actually able to remember the Supreme Personality of Godhead at the time of death. Because the Swadharma of the spirit soul, Jivera Swarupahoy Nityara Krishna Das, being the servant, is actually the Swadharma of the spirit soul. Serving Krishna is the Swadharma of the spirit soul. And that one can get the ultimate benefit of human form of life by actually serving the lotus feet of the Lord, so much so that he, even after relinquishing the body, continues to serve the lotus feet of the Lord. If you remember only, you can serve, So, for a devotee, the Swalabha, Janmalabha, is actually being able to remember Krishna and be Krishna conscious. Nothing can disturb. Unless you are satisfied with whatever you possess, you can't be Krishna conscious. Otherwise, you will be thinking, what did I miss? A Brahmana doesn't think that he missed anything. If at all he thinks he has missed anything, he is missing the service of the Lord. Not anything material. Anything connected to material is there, he will not be able to be situated with the peace of mind to remember the lotus feet of Krishna. Remembering lotus feet. Otherwise, other things will come and disturb. So, here we see that there are so many qualities of a Brahmana being discussed, and also the qualities of a devotee, Vaishnava. So, Srila Rupa Goswami in his Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu he describes about the 26 qualities of a devotee, Vaishnava. And if you see, the Vaishnava stature is higher than Brahmana. All the qualities of Brahmana, either directly or indirectly, will be covered by these 26 qualities. It's like a superset, and Brahmanical word is like a subset. So, if for us, we are discussing about Brahmanical quality, for us, if we sincerely and seriously engage in devotional service, following the footsteps of Srila Prabhupada, who has given the procedure for us right now, and the predecessor acharyas, the principles of them Srila Prabhupada has given to us. If we simply follow that, we definitely will be on the way to achieving the qualities of a devotee, which will actually cover the qualities of a Brahmana also. Brahmanical qualities are natural consequence of devotional service. You don't have to go somewhere else to acquire them. How can I become like this? You don't have to. Natural consequence means automatically happen. You don't have to go for it. Naturally happens. So in this way, Lord Krishna, in these 3 slokas we read, discusses about how a Brahmana, if he is satisfied, which applies to a devotee also, satisfaction, santusht. Asantusht, don't be there, Krishna is telling, applies to devotees also. If one is satisfied, perform a devotional service, of course the dharma has to take care. Dharmo rakshati rakshataha. But for very special devotees, Krishna personally takes care also. The question is, how long it will take for Krishna to come to me with the loads of groceries? You can't decide. We can't decide. 1 week flood, so in my house also 1 week flood. I am sitting in Delhi, lot of water. 1 week I am chanting, where is Krishna coming with the load? No, we don't decide. Krishna decides. Krishna decides. So, an unsatisfied person, Krishna says, even if he becomes Indra, he will not be satisfied, knowing well that if I am unsatisfied, even if I get great thing, I am not going to be satisfied, so let me be satisfied with what I have. This is. The negative thing is given so that we can think about positive. And Krishna very much appreciates the Brahmanical quality, saintly qualities, and he says personally, he bows down. You can understand what is the value of that. So in this way, Krishna is giving an idea about how a devotee, he is telling how the Brahmana should conduct, which is very much everything applies to a devotee also. So we get the lessons from here, how one should be satisfied with whatever Krishna is giving us and not to be dissatisfied. And the time comes, Krishna will give so much that we will not be able to even bear it. That is the power of devotional service. We'll stop here. Any questions or comments?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So, very well described the qualities of Brahmanas and Vaishnavas. So my question is, as you said, like you took example of Vasishtha and Vishwamitra and Chanakya. And now in this setting, especially when Kali Yuga is advanced so much, and we are in an spiritual organization, but we also, already we have a baggage of past karma. And we deal with outside people, get influenced by lower modes, and we have our own shortcomings. And then living in the society of devotees, how can we advance? How can we retain those Brahmanical qualities? How can we advance and not get affected by the negativities of the Kali Yuga?
We have to keep trying. We may not be possessing everything, Nobody possesses everything to start with. If we are already possessing, there's no need for us to be here and doing things. We do not have, that's why we are here. If we had, we'll be somewhere else. Knowing well that we do not have. What is the scope? Keep trying. Learn from the lessons of my past mistake. Okay, I did this mistake. I have to change. Change is a way of life. Unless we change, there is no scope to go further. Change has to happen. Either today or tomorrow. If it has to happen tomorrow, why not today? Subha Shigram. So we have to keep trying. Am I humble? Tranadapi sunichena. It's so bahut lag raha hai. Try. Little bit. Don't have to try 100%. Try 1% from where you are. Little bit humble. Little bit, 1%. You don't try 100%. If you are 0%, there's no question of trying 100%. A person who can score only 0 mark, should he try for 100% mark? He should try for getting pass actually. Somebody, fail category, 10 mark लेने वाला, 20 mark लेने वाला, 100 का try कर सकते हैं क्या? Weight lifting. You don't try on the first day with what the load of Olympian, you know. उसको ट्राई थोड़ी करता है. हमारा कैपेसिटी क्या है? 50 किलो. 51 ट्राई करना है. 150 नहीं कर सकता है. हड्डी टूट जाएगा. So wherever we are, from there we have to try little bit. Try. By trying. When we are sincerely trying, Krishna will help also. If we are sincere, Krishna is there to help. If we are imposter, nothing. We should never think that we can cheat Krishna. You can cheat everybody. हमारा होशियारगिरी कृष्ण का साथ मत करना. I am very smart guy, you know. I can manipulate in such a that I can fool Krishna around. Don't fool yourself like that. You can never be able to fool Krishna. So you have to think that I am doing it for Krishna, not for other people. Other people I can cheat, you know. Krishna knows what is in my heart. I cannot go and tell I am pure to Krishna and he knows what it is. He is smiling. He will laugh at us. So, way forward is knowing that these are the things I am supposed to acquire. If this is acquired only, I can go back to Godhead. Coming to this Krishna consciousness is to go back to Godhead. Chalo, let me start working on that. That itself is a good start. And 1%, trying 1% at a time. One step at a time only you can climb, you know. You are not going to fly to go to 5th floor, you know. One step at a time. The lift apart. Not again. If your lift is down, you have to walk, you know. One step at a time. Somebody may climb 2 steps at a time. Chalta hai. 3 steps at a time. Somebody 10 steps at a time, he will break his leg. So, 1 step at a time. Next level. And sincerely and serious effort when it is made, Krishna is there to help us to give opportunity for getting to the next step. Har bhajan Prabhu.
Hare. Prabhu, you were speaking that seeing that person is having more and more, I want more and more. So there is one comment Prabhupada has mentioned that what is in your destiny, you will get that one. You will not get 1 paisa more or 1 paisa less. So what is in destiny, you will get it. Don't think that he's having more, I should have more. So what is your destiny, you will get it. Hare.
No, you are asking what is the destiny?
What is your destiny, you will get that one. What is in your destiny, you will get that one.
Okay.
Prabhupada mentioned. You will not get 1 paisa more or 1 paisa less.
ठीक है.
So,
What?
comment. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Destiny, you are destined for getting some wealth. That wealth will come. Little effort you put, that will come. But you don't have to put over and over. For a devotee, don't sleep thinking that destiny, what is going to happen, it will happen. By devotional service, you can change the destiny.
Yeah.
This is applicable for the material calculations. For a devotee, by becoming devotional, Krishna conscious, so even if he is destined for something, it may come to him, he may even refuse. And he may get Krishna's lotus feet. Everybody is supposed to get Krishna's lotus feet. But then for that, you'll have to do this outside the scope of the law of karma of just destiny. Yeah. Devotional service makes it possible. Okay, thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I have 2 comments on this subject.
जो भविष्य है दो कार्य बदलता है, साधु जनों के शाप और आशीर्वाद के द्वारा डेस्टिनी बदल सकता है, तपस्या के द्वारा और भगवान श्री कृष्ण की भक्ति के द्वारा डेस्टिनी बदलती है।
Good. If you
प्रभुपाद जी कहते थे जो मंदिर में राधा रस के आरती के टाइम तालियां बजाते हैं उनकी हस्तरेखा पूरी चेंज हो जाती है।
yes,
तो भविष्य का चिंता भक्तों को करने की आवश्यकता है नहीं। और दूसरा कमेंट यह है कि जब कार्तवीर्य अर्जुन जमदग्नि के को परशुराम के द्वारा मारा गया, तो उसके बाद उसके बेटा लोगों ने आके जमदग्नि को मारा और फिर बाद में परशुराम की जो माँ थी उन्होंने परशुराम को पुकारा और परशुराम आए और उन्होंने उन सब का संहार किया और 21 बार सारे क्षेत्रों का उन्होंने खत्म कर दिया और बदला लिया और पुनः धर्म की स्थापना की। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, Swadharma and Paradharma. Swadharma and Paradharma. इसमें क्या डिफरेंस क्या है?
Swadharma could actually also work at the material level. For a Kshatriya, Swadharma is to fight, etc. These are Swadharma. Brahmana, all these things, being satisfied, peaceful, etc., etc. And these are all at the bodily level. But Parodharma means at the spiritual level. Savai pumsam parodharmo yador bhaktir adhokshaje. For a embodied living entity, the Paradharma is actually serving the lotus feet of Krishna. So the spiritual devotional service is Paradharma. For the spirit soul, devotional service, bhakti is the Paradharma. So a person who becomes a devotee is on the platform of Parodharma, not just Swadharma. But then when a person properly executes those activities of Parodharma, Swadharma will naturally be there. Highest Swadharma is a Brahmanical Swadharma. That will be always there. Parodharma is devotional service. Swadharma could be on the bodily platform of spirit soul's dharma is Paradharma. Spirit soul's dharma is to serve Krishna, that is bhakti. And Swadharma, Parodharma can be said as a Swadharma also, but Swadharma applies to the body also, but Parodharma doesn't apply at the body level. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes. Oh.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you for the wonderful class. You had mentioned that you protect Dharma, Dharma will protect you. So are we talking about the material or the spiritual Dharma? Because the Dharma for every individual differs at a material aspect. So how can we understand this practically?
Dharmo rakshati rakshataka is on the material platform only. A person performs his natural duties, like a Brahmana performing Brahmana is on the material platform. Even though Brahmanical is in the mode of goodness, spiritual thing is in the mode of pure goodness, Visuddha Sattva. So Dharmo Rakshati Rakshataka is on the material level only. So you do your duty, don't worry about other things, naturally things will be taken care. That is what it means. For a devotee, what is his duty? To serve Krishna. Then things will be taken care by Krishna or his agents. So do your business, other business will be taken care by other person who is supposed to do. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji, for the nice class. Prabhuji, in the beginning you were mentioning about this Yogashema Mahamayam. Yogashema Mahamayam. In that you mentioned that Krishna should accept us as a devotee. Then this formula will work. So can you say the qualifications when Krishna will accept? Okay, not timing, but the qualifications. Timing you said that Krishna will decide when he will accept. But then what Krishna accepting as a devotee, what is needed?
When our heart is clean, Cheto Darpana Marjanam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, first clean karo andar ka. Krishna accepting means Krishna is happy to stay in our heart. If you make our heart like Vrindavan, he will stay. If you make our heart like Dharavi, he will stay. You will go to Dharavi, suppose bolega Dharavi mein jao. There are people who are living there, I am not saying anything. But then, you don't expect somebody in JVPT to go to Dharavi, no? So, heart is contaminated because of the anarthas accumulated over millions and trillions of lifetime. And when that is very clean, Gundicha marjan karke clean. If it is so clean, then Krishna will come and say, this is my devotee. ये अच्छा लगता है मेरे को बैठने के लिए इधर, ये अच्छा लगता है. So if we can make our heart a nice sitting place, nice playground for Krishna to come and play, then that person is what is telling Aham, my devotee, is my devotee, says. And for that devotee, Krishna doesn't send anybody, he comes personally. That is what Bhagavad-gita is talking about. So we should not think that Krishna says he will come, he is not coming, but where is the qualification? You should be qualified also, you know. You can't just say that Krishna will come every Tom, Dick and Harry's house. He is not going to do that. So, that qualification which entitles us for Krishna to say that he is my devotee is pure devotional service. That happens when we are able to clean our heart and chant the holy names. Suddhanam. We are also chanting, but Suddhanam, pure names of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. When Krishna reciprocates, he does it personally. For Draupadi, he went personally to supply the sari. It didn't happen automatically. Krishna personally was there. He wanted to make sure this Mahabharata war happens in the way it is already match fixed. So he was personally there. He decided this has to happen. He was personally there. He became a silent spectator. He didn't go for Tirtha Yatra. He was there personally to make sure in every step. Entire Mahabharata minus Krishna, result would have been different. Every single step Krishna made sure that Pandavas are victorious. For that he was criticized. ये क्यों किया है? अरे ये चुप नहीं रह सकता, इधर क्यों गया, उधर क्या किया? Krishna said, I don't care. Kaunteya pratijane hi name bhakta pranas. That is more important for me. We have to qualify for that. Then it will happen. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaura Premanande.